His country.
7:36 Tuesday morning. You know what that means? Well, it's time to talk to this gentleman right here, Pete Helmstead. How are you, Pete?
Doing well. How are you, Jay?
I'm doing fantastic. Couldn't be better. Well,
That's
it could be.
good.
That could be if it's Friday.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you're sitting by a lake somewhere.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I will be this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds exciting.
Oh, it's gonna be
Good. Yeah, no, that sounds pretty awesome right now.
Yeah. Then a couple of cold beverages.
Yeah, does seem to go down fairly well when you're sitting and relaxing like that.
It'd be my soda pop.
I was gonna say, I'm see you
must
holding
have-
your Dr. Pepper, so there you go.
Shh. We don't say Dr. Pepper because they don't pay for any of that.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, maybe they'll wake up and start doing it. But Pete, we've had a lot of rain here recently, and rain gauges inch and a quarter, 2 inches. It kind of puts a halt on things, don't it?
It does. Yeah, it's really slowed down things, especially a couple of our bridge projects. I think I mentioned last week the one on 122 eastbound on the west side of Mason City. Crews pulled off of that one just because the water is too high. They'll hopefully be back in this week and doing some other things that they can do, some small jobs to prepare for work later on. But yeah, they they left. The water was too high. They couldn't do anything down in the river working on the piers. Pretty similar situation on Iowa 14 down by Roseville. I guess it's between the Marble Rock and the Rockford turns. So yeah, it's definitely slowed things down. Obviously, we're still early in the season, so we get a good dry stretch, and you can catch up pretty quickly. But we'll see. That's part of doing any type of project outside, whether it's a home improvement landscape project or you're building a new bridge. It's weather dependent.
Well, I was going to ask you how much that because you did get an early start to the season, but I didn't know how much if you're still okay yet with timing wise and still ahead of schedule a little bit.
I wouldn't say we're ahead of schedule. A couple of them we might even be a little bit behind schedule right now. But again, we've got time. We've got time to make things up yet, and no need to panic by any means yet. But we'll see how it goes, and we'll keep you updated here. And hopefully now we'll get a stretch of dry weather, not only for our construction projects, but I know the farmers have got the moisture now, and they want to get in the field and start getting everything planted and go from there.
I've seen farmers dirting dirt here the last couple of weeks anyway.
Yeah, it's been kind of hit and miss. Yeah, we've got a farm field just to the east of us here, and it looks pretty wet.
Yeah, don't at all. Boy, I tell you, like I said, the rain gauges are really filling up quickly here the last couple of weeks. But
couple projects or a couple things that are going to be happening. Well, I guess in the next 24 hours. We did, as we mentioned last week, we started the milling and microsurfacing project on Interstate 35 from just south of Clear Lake to 15 miles south. It'll be both north and southbound lanes. And they are also doing the ramps for this project. And what that means is the 188 exit, mile marker 188, which is the Birchnell exit.
mm-hmm.
Those ramps will be closed tomorrow, so the contractor can work on that. And we have had electric message signs out there the last several days alerting people that they'll be closing on Wednesday. So just be aware of that you will, if you usually use those exits, you'll have to use a different one tomorrow, but it'll just be a one-day thing and they'll be back up and running. So that's good news. And then also starting tomorrow, we've got another project that's going to be going on, I guess, north and south of this current project, where we're going to be going in and milling off some of the bad parts of interstate and putting in new asphalt. Now, this isn't going to be a total resurfacing project, but it's going to be, like I mentioned, milling out some of the bad spots and putting in new asphalt. So be aware of that as well. Again, there'll be lane closures for those projects. Won't be any detours or anything. So just be aware that you're going to be seeing road work pretty much from Franklin County up to the Northwood turnoff over the next several weeks. So be aware of that.
Yeah, looking forward to it, Pete.
I think a lot of people are, Jay.
Yeah, I got a question for you. I don't know.
Okay.
You got any more reports or updates on anything?
You
Over
know,
to the
I
west?
guess the one thing I want to talk about a little bit is they're still doing work underneath the bridge at Floyd, underneath the two bridges there, putting in the curb and gutter. They have done some of the rumble strips. They have done some of the grooving and putting in the paint on the 4-lane section. But um, we've had some people flying through there underneath the bridges where the people are working, not slowing down, and to the point where it's gotten our construction inspector's attention, and kind of getting a little nervous. So
Uh-oh. Yeah.
yeah, be aware of that. Slow down for all these work zones. Slow down. There's people out there working, and they're concentrating on trying to get the job done to get the road open, and they need to be safe as well. So make sure you slow down going through those work zones.
All right. So another thing, we were talking. We were riding in my truck this past weekend, Pete. And
Okay.
they said, I got a question for you to ask Pete.
Uh
I
oh.
said, all right, I'll ask him. You know,
Yep.
65, right here in town. You're going down by Wendy's and all that stuff under the bridge and everything. You guys take care of that, right?
Correct.
When are you going to fix that road? It's bumpy.
Do you not listen, Jay? Here, we're gonna do this again.
Is that the section you're talking about?
It's the section that we will be starting later this year. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yep. Yep.
Well, you got to talk landmarks, Pete. You can't tell me street names. I'm lost.
That is actually the exact section we will be starting this year. That and down by 19th Street. So, hey, if there's anything you want, Jay, just let us know. We're right there. We'll take care of it.
Well, like I said, you can't tell me, this section, that section. I mean, I have no idea. Down by Wendy's or whatever. Then I
Yep.
go, oh, okay, and that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep, and that's what we'll be doing. That project goes out for bids in July. So
Okay.
we'll get a contractor then, and then once the contract is signed and we have our pre-construction meeting, they will get working. It'll probably be in August, and they will be doing that. And also, like I mentioned, down by the 19th Street intersection, where they will be working south to, or there's those two entrances that go into Yesway and McDonald's.
Yeah.
They'll be working south just past the first entrance. So they still have a way to get into those two businesses on the west side of the road. There will be detours in place when this is
Great.
going on. So it's going to be a big project. It really, really is. It's going to be a 2.5-year project. So that's we'll get going on it. Like I said, probably in August, and we'll keep people updated with the detours and what work is happening. And you just let us know if there's anything else you want done, and we'll make sure we work on it.
or if the host of the show would pay attention.
Oh, we talk about a lot of stuff, so I understand.
Yeah.
But it does make me happy when you bring something up and I can say, we've already addressed that, or we're on our way to do that.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. You know what I did yesterday, Pete? I was out there. I dropped my wife at Walmart yesterday.
Okay.
Okay. And there's construction out there on the west side. You
Yep.
got car dealerships, things like that. Well, I
Yep.
didn't want to go shopping with the wife, and she takes a while. So I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna go drive around. And I ended up out there because there's no construction going to the west.
Correct.
So I go, let's go swing in here. Make my wife nervous when I pull into car lots.
Yeah.
And so I'm going, and she's done at Walmart. So I leave, Deckers is out that way too, so you stop by and buy some more, Iowa State stuff. And I go, oh, I better go get her. So I go, what even thinking? Going, and I take a left. I'm going, whoa, can't go that way. Cause I
Get there from here.
I can't. I'm going, oh my goodness. I said, I'll be right there. I said, well, there's Walmart's just down the street there.
Right.
And take 2 minutes to get there. Depending on traffic, it's pretty heavy. And, and I didn't do a bit. It was a totally illegal turn of what I did on the whole thing. Just because I'm going, whoa, can't go that way.
Yep.
So I did.
Yeah. It's a force of habit. That's for sure. I've been out there several times, and I think I've taken 3 different routes back just to just to do something different. Going up to Killdeer, up to B20, or I've taken Lark, or I've taken Interstate, or I can't even remember the name of the other road over there by the airport. So yeah, you've got options, but yeah, you're right. You have to be aware of it.
At that point, I was looking because I'm going, I got to get there quick because otherwise she may be mad.
or she's gonna go back in and start buying more stuff.
Oh boy. Well, she, of course, she went. They got groceries and things like that, so she had cold items, So
Oh, sure, yep.
she was actually, thank goodness, she was actually in a good mood when I got there, Pete.
Well, that's good.
About 5 or 10 minutes later,
Yeah, well,
when I said I'll
5
be
or
right there.
5 or 10 minutes isn't too bad in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. She did say that a nice old lady told her that her shoe was untied.
Aw,
You go, oh, well, that was
don't
nice.
don't want anybody tripping.
Right, exactly. Especially in bag full of groceries,
Exactly.
So there are still some nice people out there, Pete.
There are. Actually, there's a lot of them. You
There is.
just have to be aware of them.
Right.
It seems like the other ones are unfortunately too memorable sometimes, but there are a lot of good ones out there.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, we got to thank Mason City All Risk Insurance. We talked about farmers in the field and everything else. You need to get some crop insurance. Those are the people that, Dave and the crew, they'll take care of you on any crop insurance. So,
Without a doubt.
Pete,
Hey, we got to touch on real quick too. Twins have won 13 out of 14 games.
really? I haven't had a chance to watch him.
Crazy. Yeah, they won 12 in a row. Then they lost Sunday and they won again last night.
Wow.
But even more cool, and I'll be the first to admit, I do not watch NBA. I will follow the Timberwolves. I know how they're doing during the season and stuff like that. Well, they won their first playoff series 4 games to nothing. They swept Phoenix.
Wow.
So then Saturday they started their second round series against Denver, who is the defending NBA champion. And last night they won their second game in Denver to take a 2-0 lead in that series. They won by over 20 points last night.
What?
Yes, they are, and I know there's still a long ways to go obviously, but there are a lot of analysts who are saying that the Timberwolves might be the favorite to represent the West in the NBA finals.
Wow, do they have Caitlin Clark somehow disguised?
Yeah, exactly. No, but they have Anthony Edwards, who I believe this is his second or third year. I think it's his third year in the league. And he is being compared very, very early to a young Michael Jordan, the way he plays. Yeah, he had, I think, the last game of the Phoenix series and then the first game of the Denver series, he had over 40 points in each game.
Gee whiz.
He had over 25, I believe, last night. And tell you what, like I said, I don't watch much NBA. I have been watching during the playoffs. And the one thing that is so impressive is the Timberwolves play defense. It's incredible. Reggie Miller last night, 4 or 5 times in the first half, said it seriously looks like there are 7 Minnesota Timberwolves on the court. He said
maybe there was.
Yeah, hey, whatever, it worked.
Exactly. The refs never saw it. Wow.
Yeah. Because they're swarming defense. They play such incredible defense, and I don't know. So far, so good.
Yeah.
I have to admit, it's been kind of fun to watch.
There you go. Now, if the Minnesota Vikings could come and follow up with what the Twins are doing and the Timberwolves.
Well, see, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the Twins and Timberwolves are just going to build momentum, and it'll just carry into the fall with the Vikings.
Yeah, the big old trifecta in Minnesota this year, maybe.
I could deal with that.
Yeah, but you know what the deal is? The Super Bowl is next year, so that's when the Vikings will screw it up.
Let's not start worrying about something that's 10 months away yet.
Come on, Pete.
I'm not going to do that. I got enough to worry about.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, well, that's good. The Minnesota teams are doing well. Caitlin Clark debuted last weekend. Did you watch that game?
I did not watch it.
I didn't either. I forgot about it.
Yeah, I did too.
I was gonna watch the Kentucky Derby, and I got busy and forgot about that too until about an hour and a half later.
I did watch a Kentucky Derby. That was pretty awesome.
I missed it. But I didn't. I could bet on every horse on there except one, and that's the one that's going to win.
Yeah,
it's pretty much what happened.
It was crazy. Three-way photo finish.
Yeah, crazy stuff. I don't know, Pete. I didn't see it. Yeah, but Caitlin Clark came out for a debut, 21 points.
Yeah, I think she had 16 in the first half, I believe.
Yeah. And people are still bad mouthing her.
Yeah, they always will. Like I said, I don't care what it is. There's more good people than bad people, but the bad people seem to be louder sometimes.
Yeah. Why is that?
I don't know.
Squeaky wheel gets the grease, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Oh well.
No, yeah, it's fun to see the momentum continue to build for her, and I'm excited to see where the season goes for her. And from what I understand, I haven't seen anything lately, but yesterday the Las Vegas Aces made another couple cuts, and I think they are only one player over the limit now, and Kate Martin is still on the team.
That's awesome.
Yes, it is. Kate Martin and Megan Gustafson, who played for Iowa several years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. It'll be pretty awesome if she survives the next round.
Boy, if she doesn't, hopefully she goes over and plays with Caitlin again.
Oh, that would be pretty cool.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Us Midwesterners, we stick together, Pete.
That's right.
All right, Pete. Well, I'll let you get back to work. You got some road work to do.
Yep, we got plenty to do.
Yeah. You got to get out there and supervise or check on it anyway.
I don't think they need me out there.
No, they do fine work already.
Like I said, I don't make many decisions. I just have to explain them.
And you do a great job, Pete. You do a great job.
Thank you.
Right? Yeah, absolutely. I'll pay attention next time.
Hey, like I said, we're working on it.
Okay. Pete, have yourself a wonderful week, all right?
I do the same, Jay.
That's the good stuff.